again. I've got something on my mind that I wanted to share with you, and it's a beautiful day out. So I thought I'd sit by the window here and hope that the squirrels don't, scare me out of my head. But anyway, I was thinking about my mother-in-law. This is really strange because when my husband got sick, I I really was on my own. My kids were there to help me, and immediately they came in and did everything that they could think of to help me. But I was in the house. I was with him. He and I had lived by ourselves after the kids grew up and moved out, so we were used to that. And so I was just quickly trying to refit the whole house. But it came to me that one of the things that okay, I'll tell you how it came to me. I was going through some of the stuff that we had, like uh, photo albums, pictures, and also on the phone. But I came across his baby pictures, and it just brought me to tears a little bit because I thought when he was a baby. We when we're babies, nobody knows what's going to occur to us when we're in 80s. We just the sweet little baby, and innocent and perfect and healthy. And then life comes along and you get older and then something like this happens. And so I'm thinking to myself as I'm looking at these baby pictures that his mother loved him so much. He was a beautiful, beautiful baby. And I know that his mom was just, she just loved him so much. And that if she were alive when he's sick going through this, it would be heartbreaking. Think about it, heartbreaking to see your own little baby grown into an old, old man who's sick. And it just came over me that I would do this for her. I mean, that day, because every day you look for inspiration. And I thought, okay, this is so meaningful to me that his mother loved him so much and that she would have wanted me or somebody to take wonderful care of him. And I thought, I can honor her. And to be honest, really quite honest with you, I didn't get along with her. Like so many mother-in-law stories. I mean, it's just like it's the old story, isn't it? It's just like everybody sees the mother-in-law and just go, oi, 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 the mother-in-law. But the mother-in-law, she was the old school, where she pretty much judged how I took care of the kids and everything else. And yet, like anybody, she had wonderful qualities. She was a fabulous cook. Um, she knew how to get along with everybody. She was a good worker, and she was an excellent mother. And so, even though she got on my case and bugged the heck out of me at times, uh, I'm going to just throw this out to you guys. You've got mother-in-laws, and everybody has them eventually. And so, I would say my wish for you is to let her in as much as you can, because I'm looking back at my life and thinking, oh, she lived downstairs for a while. She was in the mother-in-law apartment, and it drove me crazy because she was always coming up and saying, "Are the children warm enough? And what are you cooking for dinner? And I don't know if he's going to like that," and stuff like that. And I was just like, "Get back! I want to be the woman in the house. Leave me alone." It really, now that I'm 82, and I I've been the mother-in-law, and so what I would say to you if you have a mother-in-law is what I wish I'd done is embraced her and just said, "Oh yeah, come on up. You do the cooking. You tell me what to do. I'll dress the kids the way you want. I don't care." Just like going through that time in your life where it's hard, and you want, it's like you've waited so many years, you feel like that you waited and you wanted to be in charge of your own life and have your own house the way you wanted, and have the things the way you want them, and this is my husband and stay away from him, like, no. Now I go like, come back, come back. tell me your recipes, take over my life. I want it. And I would have loved that if I'd only been smart enough. But when we're young and we want to have this life a certain way, we want our new home to be decorated the way we want it to be decorated. And I guess, I don't think I'll ever talk anyone out of doing that, and giving that up. But I just tell you a word to the wise. If you can endure it, if you can stand it, have her take over your life. She will take this. A mother-in-law, when especially you're the woman and your mother-in-law is the husband's mother. Um, they've they've just been stripped out. They've been stripped of their lives. You've taken their son away, and he was his darling little boy that they loved dearly, and now he's gone. He's with you. You're the woman that took him away. I'm saying it's the silliest thing in the world because you cut yourself off from so much help. This woman was a fabulous cook, and do I have any of her recipes? Oh, I maybe have 3. I would like to have all of them because she could put a terrible looking piece of meat in the oven and it would come out like heaven. Yeah, like heaven. So, oh, squirrels. Okay. So, what I'm trying to say is, girls, ladies, I mean, I'm really talking to mostly elderly people in a way because we're the caregivers, but I know that some of you are younger and you've maybe just found out you got married, you got your family together, you've got children, you've got a mother-in-law. Please just take my advice. Take another look at the richness there. I know that they can be so critical of every move you make, and it just lays on you. It just feels really heavy. But there's a huge blessing in family, and we miss it. This country is missing it a lot because we grow up and we go to college, and then we disappear. We go in another part of the country or another part of the world to work. And so family just doesn't seem to be happening like it used to happen. And I don't think it's better now. I think that we're missing something and that most of us are like, why do I feel this way? Why am I so depressed? Why don't I have more of life? And so, well, it's the family was always the big thing in life. So anyway, that's what I wanted to say. And if you get the baby picture out of your husband or your wife and you look deeply at that little face and you remember there was a mother that loved this person so much, loved this child, you can honor that love. Carry on. Take care of them one more day, one more week, whatever it takes. And I love you so much. My gosh, it's so great to be able to talk to somebody about all this. My memories, things I went through with the kids and with taking care of Ron. And these memories, nobody really wants to hear them. But people that are caregivers that are working through something, they can get something out of it. And we can get something out of each other. And you leave your comments down below. And I will try to get to each one and see if we can't kind of connect as a community of caregivers because we are like, we're doing magic. We're saving people's lives. We're giving them a wonderful end of life. And I've got something else I'll talk to you about later. I'm just going on. Anyway, thank you so much for your spending some time with me, and I want you to have a fabulous day. And every night when I go to bed, I pray that all the caregivers everywhere are at peace. Have a good night's sleep, and know that they're loved and appreciated for everything that you're doing. Just appreciate it. Thank you. Bye-bye.